you going to Rolex this year?
It's not called Rolex anymore.
Okay, are you going to the Kentucky 4-star this year?
It's not a 4-star anymore. God, where have you been?
What the?
The Kentucky 3-day event has gone through more name changes in the past 2 years than Caitlyn Jenner has. But before I get into the details of what's going on now, please hit that little red button below and subscribe. This little chicken nugget would really love it. If you would, please like and comment down below. Let me know if you're going to the LRK3DE this year or not. Sadly, I am not. Into what is going on with all the weird changes to eventing. So the first change that we went through, and we went through it last year, was it is no longer called our beloved Rolex. For as long as I can remember, Rolex was the biggest sponsor. The winner would win a Rolex watch, and it was called Rolex for the longest time. And now it is called the Land Rover No, that's not how it goes. The Land Rover Kentucky 3-day event. So that's not a mouthful, is it? A lot of people do LRK3DE, which to me is also a giant mouthful, but Land Rover is now the largest sponsor, and the winner gets a Land Rover for a year if they win the event. I kind of wish we would go with Rover, but I know that sounds more like a dog competition, so I don't know, why don't we call it Land Rover instead of LRK3DE? This is Buck's dinner bell. He's ready for dinner. So that's the first big change we went through last year. And this year there's 2 more pretty big changes, but it's not only going to affect the LRK3DE, it also affects all of the upper echelons of eventing. So in 2017, the FEI Council Assembly voted that eventing needed to be more spectator friendly so that the average everyday person could come and enjoy it and help bring awareness of the sport and keep it in the Olympics was the biggest thing. So the upper echelons of show jump and dressage in the FEI is a 5-star. So instead of having the upper echelon of eventing be a 4-star, we didn't want to make any more confusion to the average person, so we made it a 5-star. I know that's very confusing for all of the eventers out there that are used to the system we have now, but it should be easier to understand for the average person or somebody coming into the sport and try and get the sport more aware and keep us in the Olympics was the biggest thing that they changed and why they changed it to a 5-star. But it's kind of cool for people who are in the upper levels, because if you are currently at a 3-star level, you are now showing at a 4-star level. So you could say you've done a 4-star. So how it's going to go is the current 4-star will move to 5-star, current 3 will 4-star, current 2 will become the 3-star, and the current 1-star will become the 2-star. So what happens with the 1-star slot, you ask? Well, they've made a new introductory level. So it might be a little easier for some of us lower level people who aspire to get into the upper levels to reach the upper levels one day. So it might be easier for you to do a 1-star than you think. Hopefully me and this chicken nugget will get there one day. What does that mean for the lower level eventers like us? Don't eat your dinner, Belle, you goober. I will feed you in a moment. What does that mean for the lower level eventers like us? Well, we don't get a new fancy pants name. We are still, for me and Buck, probably going to do our first tadpole of the year this year. Does that feel good? But for us, beginner, novice people, we will still be beginner, novice, and novice. So no cool new change for us, other than it might be a little easier to do a 1-star now. So if you thought you'd never be able to do a 1-star, maybe one day you will be able to. Oh my gosh, you want to be the star of the show so bad. I know, it's awful. The last big change is one that I thoroughly love. It used to be CICs and CCI, and I never knew what they stood for, and I didn't know how to pronounce them. And I didn't know which was what and who, when, where, why, what you were doing. The CIC used to be the shorter format and the CCI was the longer format. So we're gonna do away with the CIC altogether and keep it all CCI. So now it'll be CCIS for short format and CCIL for long format, which I think is a lot more easier to comprehend. Don't you? Yeah, me too. So now all of the big 4 stars who are now 5 stars, such as the LRK3DE and badminton and Burley, and there's several more, I'll list them out here. They will all become the CCIL 5-star. So it's not as confusing as you think. It is going to make a lot more sense once we get used to it. It's just now going to be easier for the average everyday person to understand our sport better, and that will bring out more spectators, hopefully. So that is the reasoning behind all of the madness. Now, my only suggestion is if you can move the LRK3DE away from finals week. It always falls on finals weekend, and I am a grad student and cannot go this year because I have to study and pass my program, and I know a lot of college age students are in the same predicament as me. So if you could make one more change next year and move it away from finals week, I would be forever grateful. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope that made some sense. I hope that brings some clarity to the changes. I hope if you're going to the LRK3DE that you won't look like an idiot and say it's a 4-star like I probably would have done if I would have gone. And if you are going, I hope you have a great time. It really is the best weekend of the year, and I'm very sad that I can't go, but I will be watching it through a live stream by the USEA, and I will link that live stream down below if you would like to also watch it and cannot go, sadly, like myself. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the ride. Bye! Mwah, love you guys!